first international with India being the team playing against the West Indies. I'm very humble for such a bestowment, something like, a stadium in your name. So for me, I feel very special.
ऐसा बहुत कम होता है जब आप क्रिकेट के किसी मैदान में होते हैं और वो मैदान जो है उस खिलाड़ी के नाम पर होता है। जो खिलाड़ी इस वक्त हमारे साथ है वो किसी परिचय का मोहताज नहीं है। He doesn't need any introduction. Thank you so much, Mr. Brian Lara. You must have done several interviews, and I have done a lot of interviews cricketer, but this is the first time in a stadium named after the cricketer, and he's being interviewed there. This is a special feeling for me. What's your take on that? Being interviewed in your home ground, first international game.
First of all, it's great to be here in India and sorry, not in India.
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
the
it's
West
okay.
Indies. But to have the first international with India being the team playing against the West Indies, it's pretty awesome. I feel very privileged, honored, and hopefully this is the first of many.
I have seen you, walking in the Queen's Park Oval during the ODI series and the kind of, the respect and adulation you get. But this is something special, almost an hour's drive from main court of Spain. A stadium specifically built in your name. You come the giant wall where all your records are there. It just stuns you as a cricket fan.
Yeah, well, again, as I said, I feel very humble for such a bestowment, something like a stadium in your name. So for me, I feel very special.
Brian, we have seen this culture, cricketers being, loved in West Indies. Obviously, the superstar status is not as in India because in India, the superstar cricketers are mobbed. But if you contrast it, do you find it really strange that in India, so many great cricketers like Sachin Tendulkar, Sunil Gavaskar, MS Dhoni, there is not a stadium named after them? This is something India can think of, India can learn from West Indies, how to respect their legends.
I don't think it's about respect. I just think about the fact of the matter is that people operate differently. So I don't think there's any negativity in it. I feel very honored. But obviously in India, in England, in these places, things are done a little bit differently. In the Caribbean, it's very small islands, a small population. So sometimes when you do have someone or a personality that does something, you sort of celebrate his life a little bit more.
Tell me, you have such a great friendship with Shane Warne and Sachin Tendulkar. Shane Warne is no more. You were really shocked when the other day when you heard about that. What kind of personal loss it is for you? Someone like Shane, you have spent so many fierce battle on the field, but such a great friend of the field.
Yeah, Shane is not a great loss just to me, but the whole cricketing world. He's definitely a personality, someone that you would consider sort of like larger than life figure. So, it was a very sad moment for myself and for, I suppose, all of the cricketing world. But he'd be remembered for what a great cricketer he was, also a great individual. And, when you talk about Sachin, that's another person back in the 90s where, you would say that that's a trio, Shane Warne, Sachin, myself. So, spoken to Sachin about Shane's passing, and it's a very sad moment, not just for us but for everyone.
You must now got used to this Sachin Lara comparison over the years. Everyone asks the same question. Do you get irritated even in West Indies?
Listen, I've finished playing cricket. Yeah. How many? I think
nearly
15 years.
Yeah.
So there's no talk about that anymore. I think everyone knows how unbelievable player Sachin was, and everyone respects every single person. The Rahul Dravids, the Jack Kallis of this world, they all brought something different to the game.
And when you see someone like Virat Kohli, and the debate is going on in India, the great player like the Virat should be in the team or he should not be in the. Does this kind of debate surprise you that Virat Kohli's place is being questioned?
That's an Indian cricket situation. I just know that I have great respect for Virat Kohli as a player, and every player goes through a very tough time in their career, maybe more than once. Virat is going to come out of it a much better player. He must have learned, and he will be learning a lot of different things at this point in time. So you never write off a player like that.
And what about Rohit Sharma? Does his shot selection, the way he plays, Does he remind you a little bit more Caribbean in your sense, Rohit?
As an unbelievable player. I think a lot of Indian players have changed and they are more aggressive players than say 20, 25 years ago. He's an unbelievable player in all formats of the game.
Last question, Brian, before I let you go. It's been a wonderful timing. One thing, if because the first international has been held, do you have any plan you want to invite all your cricketing friends on this ground someday so that everyone can watch? Who will be among your list? The cricketers, 5 cricketers you want to invite on this ground, Brian Lara Cricket Stadium.
This one, Sachin.